War and Order is a mobile city builder strategy game packed with minigames like tower defense and teamed up boss eliminations. What's up guys, welcome back to War and Order. Today we are diving deep into one of the most game-changing yet sometimes confusing mechanics, which are totems. As you guys can see in the background gameplay, I just hit castle level 20, which is exactly when you unlock the Oracle Square and finally gain access to these powerful totem buffs. Because I'm just jumping into this system myself, I wanted to do it perfectly. I have checked information from several top sources up front to create this compact ultimate guide on totems. Whether you are a free-to-play player or heavy spender, by the end of this video you will know exactly how to maximize your totem power. So let's get right into it. First off, what exactly is a totem? You can find them right inside your Oracle Square building. At their core, totems provide massive attack battle buffs. Because they are primarily attack buffs, the skills you unlock are mostly going to trigger when you are on the offensive. Whether you are doing a solo attack, an SOS attack, a timed attack or a speed attack with your alliance, your activated totems will work. The absolute best part of this system? If multiple people in your rally or timed attack have totems equipped, their effects actually stack together. So when you open the totem interface, you will see them divided into 3 color tiers: blue, purple and gold or orange, depending on what you want to call it. Blue totems are your entry-level options. They are less powerful, but they are much easier to level up and activate. Purple totems are the mid-tier option that feature some incredible cool mid-battle effects. And finally, the gold totems are your high-end whale tier totems that are extremely difficult to acquire, but offer raw, devastating power. So, which totem is the best one to pick? The answer to that starts with another question. What is your budget, or how much grinding time you are willing to invest? If you are a free-to-play player, you are going to want to stick to the blue totems. You have 2 main choices here: the fertility totem and the hunting totem. The fertility totem is great if you need to beef up your front line. It provides bonus HP to your infantry and cavalry, and at max level it reduces the damage your front line takes by around 4%. On the other hand, the hunting totem focuses on backline, giving your archers and mages an attack boost of up to 15% right when the battle starts. Most free-to-play players tend to prefer the hunting totem to maximize their damage output, but you should absolutely choose the one that fits your army composition best. If you are a moderate spender, the purple totems are where you want to focus your attention on. The fire totem, also known as the flame hammer, is a very versatile damage booster. Every 9 seconds it deals damage based on your battle power, and that damage actually stacks and increases with each hit. And then there's the Order Totem, an Order Guard. This is a very specific but highly powerful defense totem. For the first 9 seconds of a battle, it absorbs 50% of the damage your troops take. After that shield wears off, it reduces the damage taken by a random front row troop by 12% for 10 seconds. The catch here is that your front line actually needs to survive those first 9 seconds for the shield to pop and protect them. You have to ensure your marching formation has enough infantry and cavalry to hold the line. There's also a darkness totem in this tier, but it's very situational and you generally won't see it used as often. For the heavy spenders, you have the gold totem, earth and brass. Both are actually very powerful. Each rage deals true damage to the enemy front row every 9 seconds, and the damage scales up with each hit. Brass, a punishment, summons lightning storms that strike the back row and reduce enemy resistance. But be warned, the items needed to awaken and upgrade gold totems are incredibly rare and expensive. Most players are better off investing that money to fully max out a purple totem instead, resulting in greater power. Now let's come to totem skills and the awakening process. You upgrade this skill using items called psychonic tattoos. As you upgrade, it becomes stronger, and once it reaches a certain level, it unlocks a sub-skill. But to actually have this skill work in battle, you need to awaken your totem. Awakening requires your totem skill to reach level 7, plus you have to attach specific star level artifacts to it. Blue totems need up to 2 artifacts at star level 3, while purple totems need 3 artifacts at star level 5. Now here's a massive pro tip. You cannot use an artifact for your totem if it is currently equipped in an active array. Since you likely switch between different artifact arrays for troop recruitment or combat, do not use your primary artifacts for your totems. The totem is a perfect place to slot your unused artifacts like Excalibur, the Eye of Horus or the Cup of Jamshid, so you don't mess up your normal daily setups. Totem Force tree and runestones. The next progression system within the Oracle Square is Totem Force. This is where things get a bit grindy. Blue totems have 2 Totem Force trees, while purple and gold totems have 3. Inside each tree you use rune stones to unlock nodes along a path. These nodes give a base stat. One big piece of advice here: don't just dump all of your runestones into the very first node you see. Spread them out. Get a node to a decent level, back out and move to the next one so you can reach the specific stats you actually care about before you run out of stones. And as you progress through these trees, you collect Totem Force. Once you accumulate enough Totem Force, you unlock massive milestone bonuses located at the top right of the screen. Because the cost of upgrading increases the further you go down a single tree, the most efficient strategy for most players is to level all of your trees evenly. However, if you are really close to a milestone bonus, let's say you need 96 Totem Force, it can be incredibly smart to temporarily dump all your stones into one tree to unlock that milestone immediately before going back to balancing them out. Let's come to how to farm materials. So where do you get all those rune stones and psychonic tattoos? If you are pay to win or pay to play, or you want to spend a lot of time grinding, you can grab them in the shop, and the level 1 packs usually offer the absolute best value. But for the most free to play players or mid spenders, you are going to be spending a lot of time in the Oracle Quest section. Inside the Oracle Square you can send your troops out on timed quests. They just look like little bubbles on your screen. Always aim for the highest quality bubbles to get the best rewards. As you complete these day by day, your Oracle level will increase, allowing you to queue more quests at once and increasing your chances of finding high tier bubbles. You get a free refresh every day to reroll bad quests, and if you get items for totems you don't use, you can break them down into currency to spend them directly in the Oracle shop. It's a slow grind, so better be patient. Offensive versus defensive mechanics. Finally, let's cover how to actually deploy your totems. You can use a totem defensively by attaching it to your castle right in the Oracle Square building. But be very careful. If you assign a totem to defense, you cannot use it in your offensive marches. And while you can swap your defense totem instantly, if you want to completely remove it to use it for attacking, you will be hit with a massive 24-hour cooldown. For this reason, big players usually build 2 totems, one permanently set for defense and another for offense. When you are ready to use your totem offensively, it's super simple. When you are selecting your troops to attack a player or a monster, you just toggle the totem on right next to your spirit beast. You can use both your beast and your totem at the exact same time. And unlike spirit beasts that require vigor to march, totems have absolute no usage limits. You can send them out as many times as you want, as long as they are only in one marching army at a time. And there we go guys, this gave you a very compact overview of totems in general, how they work and in which ones you should invest according to your playstyle. Having the right strategy from the get-go can save you a lot of time and trouble from having to fix it later. If you haven't downloaded War and Order yet, use the link in the description to support the channel. If you enjoyed this guide, drop a like and subscribe. Check out my other videos for War and Order, and I will see you on the next one.